Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit.
Path of Destruction on the Profane Existence radio show with Filthy Rich Feel Pain 2. Cracked Cop Skulls and End of the Line ahead of that, and Born Dead Icons got things started with Monuments, and I'm Jeremy. How you doing tonight? Here in studio with Mandapocalypse.
Hello.
Step up closer to the mic, Manda.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's rather good, actually.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. So, thank you for coming in tonight.
Yes. Pretty excited. So much my heart feels like it's beating out of my chest right now.
It's not as nerve-wracking as you think, I promise. So, Amanda came down tonight and brought a bunch of music with her. And, hey, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
So tell us what we're playing first.
Right now we're going to play a track from Contagium. They're from Halifax, Nova Scotia. They're actually coming to Minneapolis soon. They're touring. They'll be here Monday, December 24th, the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. They're playing an early show at the Rat Hole with Cognitive Dissonance and Annalisa, and afterwards they're doing a 21 and up show at Memory Lanes. You should
Memory
check
Lanes.
it out.
Bowling Alley Punk Rock. All right, this is Remains from Contagium on the Profane Existence radio show.
No!
dies.
The Profane Existence radio show with Diaspora and Stress and Hopelessness. Ayahuasca's Mother Earth ahead of that. And Contagium doing Remains. Now, Contagium is coming to town a couple shows in December. Yeah, December
21st.
December 21st. The winter solstice.
Longest night of the year.
Longest night of the year. Was that a tie-in? Did they actually specifically decide to do two shows here on the solstice?
Not that I'm aware of. I think it just sort of fell into place like that.
It's just that kind of perfect serendipity, right?
Right.
Now, how did you decide to pull out those three tracks?
Well, I was browsing through my record collection today in preparation for this, and it just sort of jumped out at me. It's hard to choose 6 to 8 songs, to share with everyone, but this is stuff that I'm super into. And Contagium, just trying to get some, hype for their tour coming up here. They played at the Drunk Tank, a house I lived at last year. It was super fun, super awesome guys. And Ayahuasca is awesome. A lot of people I don't think know of them.
No, I mean I'd heard of them. I had never heard them before, so it was really cool to hear them. We were talking about it while I was playing, and it was sort of, I could definitely hear Dead Kennedy's influence, and it was also kind of like Apple.
Right.
And Diaspora, also a female-fronted band, and I personally, I totally dig female-fronted bands.
It's my favorite. Female-fronted crust and punk.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, you fronted Hag, yeah?
Yes.
And what, is Hag still going? Is Hag done?
I'm not sure. Our drummer, Tom, he went on a 2-month European tour with his other band, In Defense, and he just got back not too long ago, and we just haven't really spoken of it. So I don't know what's going on. We haven't recorded. We played a couple shows, couple house shows, Memory Lanes twice, and the Triple Rock. That's about the extent of it. We had like 6 songs.
You played? Did you? Was it the Misery 20th anniversary show you guys did at the Triple Rock? Was that?
No, we played the Profane Existence benefit gig.
Oh, right. That's because I know that I saw Hag play once.
Right.
And you've got another project going on.
This is true. We had our first band practice last Tuesday, actually.
Do you got a name for the project yet?
We're thinking about it.
Thinking about it? What are you thinking?
Oh, your typical punk rock name, something dirty and grimy. Actually, no, we're just kind of laughing about it. We have no idea. All the good band names are taken, I want to be called like Decrepit or Grief or something awesome like that, but unfortunately...
Those have been taken?
Yeah.
That's the dread of punk rock. 30 years on, all the good names have been taken.
Right.
Well, here's a great name that's been taken. We're going to kick things off. Another long set begins with Doom off Total Doom. This is Nazi Die.
Devise your excuses, abdicate from your futures, ever present absentee. There are no leaders for the free. the bonfire of the fantasies, the myth of our humanity, the black mask of morality, carnival of banality. Repeat this after me. There are no leaders for the free. No. Attitudes and nothing so attitudes, cause no one seems to see their own leaders for free. So stand next to your heroes, till you realize there's heroes, our responsibility. There are no leaders for free. Someday relevance will be zeal, faithless feel. You remember obviously there are no leaders for free. But all the figureheads, that golden white and dead, in this mental proceed, there are no leaders for the free. No leaders.
Propaganda and Information Network, Pain. No leaders for the free on the Profane Existence radio show from, oh my god, we're fucking doing it. Death Crisis ahead of that with Broken Spirit off their self-titled 7-inch. Doom got us started. I'm Jeremy, hanging out with Man Apocalypse.
Indeed. What's up?
Oh, you know, just hanging out listening to punk rock music, and we were talking during the break a little bit. You've been going to shows for, what, 10 years now?
Yeah, for a minute, something like that.
So you got a good start, 12 years old.
Absolutely.
Solid punk rock.
Yeah, it started off going to shows that, you know, were bigger. I was hanging out with the skate kids at school who introduced me to bands. You know, I was going to shows like Rancid and shit like that. And then one day I discovered bands like State of Fear and Provoked and Garmonbozia and, you know, Blackout. Well, that came later, but
sure.
Misery, and, you know, it was just kind of this jaw-dropping experience, like, oh my god, this is what I've been waiting for, you know, I didn't know this shit existed, like, this is where it's at.
And it's fun that's it's all in your town as well, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking lucky to have grown up in this city, for sure.
Yeah,
walking down and stumbling across Extreme Noise, you know, flyers at my disposal. Checking shit out. So
it was just a happy accident. Did you grow up in Minneapolis?
Yeah, I grew up in Northeast Minneapolis.
Ah, Northeast.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got 3 more tracks coming up. You picked these ones out.
Indeed. Operation Ivy, first of all.
Any particular reason?
Caution!
Caution? All right, here we go. It's Operation Ivy with Caution on the Profane Existence radio show. I'm Jeremy, here with Manda.
Woo!
There's a word that I can't
It's Coitus, Darkness on Streets on the Profane Existence Radio Show. Mankind ahead of that with Deceitful Vows and Op Ivy with Caution. And I'm Jeremy, sitting in tonight, Man Apocalypse.
Yeah!
And we were just talking. I just recently started kind of paying attention to Coitus, and I know they've been around forever. I'd seen friends wearing Coitus shirts, and I just never went out and tracked him down. Amanda was kind of the same way. How you found Coitus? How?
Right. Well, I volunteer at Extreme Noise Records, and one of the benefits of that is sometimes people will dump off boxes of bootleg tapes, and this Coitus tape happened to be in there. And first time I heard it, I was just like, "Holy shit, this is fucking brilliant!" Yeah, they're awesome. I think they just this year released a discography, like double CD or something. I don't have it, but yeah, check it out.
So, and of course, people are still reeling from Skinny's passing, which is a very sad thing. Now, you've been at Extreme Noise for
maybe going on 3 years or so now.
3 years,
give or take. For
those of you who don't know, Extreme Noise is a collectively run, all volunteer punk rock record store here in the Twin Cities. There's always a great group of people working the counter. If you got questions, they're always there to answer, and they're very kind and friendly.
Absolutely.
How did you get into volunteering at Extreme Noise?
It just sort of fell into place. You know, I had always been interested in it, but then finally had the time and commitment to finally do it. It's been awesome. Not only has my music collection tripled in this time, my music knowledge has as well. It's awesome, you know, new LPs and everything that comes in, hearing it first.
So it's sort of it has its perks. Not only you score cool records, you meet cool people, but you find out more about music.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's find out about some more music. This is from the Squadrant. I think it's the second compilation. It's War with Overthrow on the Profane Existence Radio Show. Condonata on the Profane Existence Radio Show with War Eternal. Heard Genocide from 26 Beers ahead of that, and War Got Us Started. I'm Jeremy, in tonight with Mandapocalypse. Clicking away. So how do you feel about winter leaping on us like a rabid lemur?
Winter. Oh, gosh. It's terrible. Last night a friend and I were walking to the grocery store. And, slipped on the ice like 4 times. When you walk outside and it hurts,
Yeah.
it's terrible. I forgot that it gets this terrible.
Yeah, it's, I've been talking, my wife and I have been talking for the last 9 months about moving to San Francisco, and we were moving forward with it. She'd had a bunch of job interviews and stuff, and I actually packed up the house. I totally, gutted the basement, got it ready to sell, and decided not to move. And now I totally regret it. The high temperature today was 5 degrees?
Yeah, awesome.
It's uncomfortable.
It's drafty in the house no matter how high you put the heat on.
Yeah, and if you got the heat cranked up to 70, it'll hit 70 degrees, and then 5 minutes later the heat's cranking back on again. Because I know you live in an old drafty house, and I live in an old drafty house.
Right.
So, yeah. Isn't it fun we're talking about the weather? So you've got another set of music coming up, and we're going to kick things off, Dread Messiah. How'd you come across Dread Messiah?
Sick World. Actually, a friend put this on a mixtape for me, this song, and it's got to be one of my favorite punk songs of all time.
All right, let's listen to it. Here's Dread Messiah with Sick World on the Profane Existence Radio Show.
Yeah.
The sun is shining today. I smiled at my family, then blew them all away. Hey there, little kitty, you seem to have a cute smile. I'm cannibalized and butchered and buried beneath the soil. Who knows what looks in a sick mind, sick world, sick world, sick world. Who knows what looks in a sick mind, sick world, sick world. Sick world. then I drop. Well, drip, drip, drip. Scream, scream, scream. Your eyes, they turn to slop. Who knows? What lurks in a sick mind, sick world. Sick world. Sick world. Who knows what lurks in a sick mind, sick world. Sick world. Sick world. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick. Sick world.
Yeah, they call me
That's Provoked and Flying Monkey on the Profane Existence Radio Show with Androphobia. Ahead of that, Dread Messiah. Those songs picked by my special guest this evening, Band Apocalypse.
Fuck yeah.
So, Amanda, huge fan of Provoked, yeah?
Definitely. Words cannot describe the way that album makes me feel, Infant in the Womb of Warfare. I remember the first time that I saw Provoked. I was just a young punk rocker, and just getting chills. That's how intense it was. You could just feel the passion with every scream, every drum beat, every riff.
A very intense band.
Yeah, so good. And lyrically, just, can relate to it quite a bit.
Yeah. I remember I met Scabba when Scabba was 16. I was 19. I was hanging out in Texas. She was just an awesome kid. And her folks had cause she has her cafe in Leipzig, and her folks
vegan cafe.
Yeah, her folks were, I don't know if it was a co-op or it was a natural food restaurant in Waxahachie, Texas. My, how she's grown. It's and Androphobia ahead of that. Where did you pick up that LP?
I got that at Extreme Noise, obviously. Tadia, the singer, was in Lost World. So obviously I heard Lost World first and then heard Androphobia. Just absolutely fell in love with her vocal styles. And I think she's in a band now called Apocalyptics, who are also rather good.
And big influence vocally?
Yeah, definitely. I remember before Hag was starting out, we were listening to this record at Extreme Noise, and I was just thinking to myself, gosh, I hope my vocals are as good as hers someday. Just awesome.
So I was flipping a record. No, I think you've got great vocals. I would particularly, and I'm gonna post this. When you sang
Cyber
God with Warplague, which is really cool, and it's funny because I just did a quick Google search on that on YouTube, and several different people have posted that on YouTube. So you can
really,
yeah,
crazy.
It's you've got apparently you have a fan club.
No.
But that was yeah.
No.
No, that was a really, I think that was a really cool performance because it's Warplague and everyone loves those guys, and then you just kind of got
really
up there.
Fun.
I wasn't expecting to see that, and
right.
it was cool to have that happen. I never saw Cyber God played live, and it was cool to see that.
Yeah, it was really fun. I had trouble getting up on the stage. I had just had my knee surgery. So,
oh yeah,
there was a lack of flailing around intensely, but
So why did you have knee surgery?
Actually, another Extreme Noise reference here. I was at Extreme Noise, and on the top shelf, I noticed a first pressing Pogues Rum Sodomy in the Lash LP. Being a huge Pogues fan, I kind of look up, kind of jump, to reach it, and my boot gets caught underneath a shelf, and I flip forward all weight on my right knee. And my kneecap shattered in the spot. Currently, 2 titanium rods in there.
Which makes you sort of a cyborg.
Yeah.
So you're a cyberpunk.
Cyberpunks.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump back into some music. This is Moral Suckling off their self-titled LP, and I've been meaning to play this Moral Suckling LP. This is one of my holy grail records because I misplaced it a long time ago. I had a friend copy it for me. That copy was eaten by my car, and I was just destroyed. And I walk into Extreme Noise, and there was a copy of it for $2.
Nice.
So this is Moral Suckling on the Profane Existence Radio Show. And there you have another hour of the Profane Existence radio show. I'm Jeremy, and tonight with Mandapocalypse. Say hi, Manda.
Hey.
All right, a couple things I want to mention right off the bat. If you can kick down a couple bucks to the Profane Existence Collective to keep the podcast going, we would appreciate it. Head to profaneexistence.org, click on the donate button. It's on the right-hand side of the screen of the splash page, profaneexistence.org. There are a lot of shows to listen to. You've got Scart Radio, Profane Existence Radio, On the Fringe, and Doomed Society, done by Damien Inbred out of Canada. Scart Radio's done out of the UK, and In a World All to Its Own, On the Fringe, is done in Austin, Texas. I also would like to, and I think Amanda can attest to this, if you're going to buy punk rock records, go to the labels, man. Crimes Against Humanity records, they're struggling right now, and if you're into downloading, you can download records guilt-free at Mosh Pit Tragedy Records. And I think that's all I got to say about
Buy records from bands and labels, though.
Exactly, yeah. Go to shows.
Downloading, man. God
yeah.
damn it.
I don't do it myself, but some kids do it.
Not into it.
Sliding scale downloads, guilt-free at Mosh Pit Tragedy. So you know the money's going to the right place. The other thing, if you've got something you want to say, something you want to play, say it to my face, mofo. Stinkbot. Jeremy.stinkbot at gmail.com is my personal email address. You can PM me on the Profane Existence message board. You can PM Mandapocalypse on the Profane Existence message board. Say all kinds of fun things to Manda because she's...
do it. Or write me in real life.
Yeah, write her in real
pals.
life. What the cool thing is, if you write her, if she gets your address, she will show up at your house unannounced, and she'll
With
make
glitter.
you with glitter and make you vegan toast, which is really cool.
Or something else.
Yeah, or like vegan alphabet soup.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, something fun. Either way, Amanda's good people to travel with. I traveled to Austin with her, and it was great. So if you see Manda out on the road, be sure and say hi. She's a good kid. What else did I want to talk about? God, that's it. Thanks for listening. We're going to do this again real soon, and Manda and I are talking about doing another show again real soon. Also, Doug will be in again sometime again soon. If I can say it again, I'll say it again.
Next time I won't be so fucking nervous.
All right. Thanks for listening. We're going to do this again real soon, and be sure and check out all the other podcasts at profaneexistence.org. And until next time,
Up the punks.
Up the punks. And this one is special for the boobas.